Imagine this. You step outside at night. No planes, no satellites, no drones, just gas lamps and silence. Then something moves above you. Not a star, not a bird, something mechanical. And suddenly your entire town agrees on one thing. Yeah, we all saw it. Welcome to 1896, the year humanity saw flying machines, before humanity invented flying machines, and no one ever apologized for it. Let's get this straight immediately. This was not one drunk farmer seeing things. This was hundreds of reports, across multiple states, from police officers, mayors, journalists, pastors, people whose job description literally included not lying. Late 1896, California. People look up and see a long cigar-shaped object gliding silently across the sky, with lights, which is impressive because at the time, electricity was still a rumor. And here's the important part, everyone described it slightly differently, but not randomly. That's the problem. This was the Victorian internet moment. Newspapers printed sightings daily. People gathered in bars to argue about it. Sketch artists tried to draw it from memory, and somehow all landed on the same weird shape. If this happened today, it would be shaky phone footage, conspiracy, TikToks, someone yelling, "Project Government," and one guy insisting it's balloons. Same energy, less Wi-Fi. And the airship didn't stay in California. It migrated, slowly, methodically, almost like it had an itinerary. Here's where things stop being funny. The airship didn't just float, it interacted. People claimed it. Hovered above farms, followed trains, circled towns, responded to signals, and then it landed. Not crash-landed, not exploded, landed. Witnesses described men aboard. One allegedly asked for water, which raises an uncomfortable question. If this was fake, why didn't anyone mess it up? Eventually, inventors stepped forward. Of course they did. Men claiming, "Yes, that was me. I built it," which sounds reassuring until you realize something critical. None of their designs worked at all. No successful test flights, no blueprints that made sense, no engines powerful enough. In short, everyone claiming credit had the confidence and none of the physics, which leaves us with a very awkward gap. By 1897, the mood shifted. This wasn't curiosity anymore. This was suspicion. Newspapers warned, foreign spies, secret weapons, airborne surveillance. Remember, this was before airplanes, radar, or air defense. So imagine discovering airspace anxiety before airspace existed. People started shooting at the sky, which historically has never solved anything. Then, as suddenly as it started, the airship vanished. No wreckage, no inventor proven, no explanation issued, just silence. Let's be responsible adults for a moment. Theory 1, mass hysteria. Sure, but hysteria doesn't follow rail lines. Theory 2, secret inventor. Possible, but secrecy is hard when your invention flies over every town. Theory 3, hoaxes. Hoaxes collapse under consistency. This didn't. Every explanation fixes one problem and creates 3 worse ones. Which is why historians quietly moved on, because unresolved things are inconvenient. Here's the part where I ruin your comfort. If this happened today, you wouldn't trust the explanation either. You'd say, "They're lying. They're hiding something. This will disappear from the news cycle," which is exactly what happened in 1897. Same pattern, different century, worse mustaches. So here's the question, not what people saw, but why we stopped talking about it. Was it embarrassment, lack of proof, or the fact that sometimes history glitches, and nobody files a bug report because for 1 year, humanity watched the sky and agreed on something impossible, and then collectively decided it would be easier to forget. What do you think they saw? If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Chronicle Crafter, because history isn't boring, it's just aggressively unexplained.